Hi, I'm Steve Crossley, and I'm not a doctor. I don't have any degrees, but I have studied natural medicine for over 12 years, and that's what kept me alive. I've had everything that kills people normally, like several heart attacks, emphysema, severe emphysema, lung cancer, a stroke, and a valve repair on the heart. So I've pretty well been there and done that. But anyway, Uh, I want to talk today a little bit about some success with alpha lipoic acid. I've been taking it for some time, but I didn't realize that I wasn't taking the right form, number one. And number two, I wasn't taking enough anyway. Uh, so anyway, I came down here to Yuma to get some IV uh, alpha lipoic acid, and that turned out quite well. I was quite pleased with that. But for economic reasons, I've had to curtail that for a while, and I went with the oral R form, and that is working real well. I've been taking 300 milligrams twice a day of the R form, stabilized R form alpha-lipoic acid, and I take vitamin B50 twice a day as well. The alpha-lipoic acid depletes the B vitamins, so you need to take those B vitamins so that they don't get depleted. It's quite important how you take this. Uh, I almost gave up on it orally because it just upset my stomach. It just felt like it was solid acid in there. And anyway, I've learned that if I'll take that first thing in the morning with a big glass of water, I'm talking like 10, 12 ounces, and there is just no burn at all or no upset or anything else. In the same way with the B complex, it does the same thing, but you want to take it with food and drink plenty of water. Uh, Water is as important as alpha lipoic acid or B50 or serrapeptase or vitamin C, any of those things. It's just as important. It's a major player. It's a team that's working together. Well, anyway, since I've found out how to take it and I'm taking the proper dosage of it, it's made a big difference. I'm getting stronger. My oxygen levels have improved greatly. When I came down here this season, I was on 4 liters of oxygen, and I was having a hard time keeping past about 96, uh, which I didn't have to be beyond 96, but at the time that's what I needed to function. And that was sitting still. If I got up and moved, then it would drop a whole bunch. Well, it still drops, but not as much now. I'm currently on 2 liters. I'm taking just half the oxygen I did before. And here is what it says. That says 98. Now, how's that on 2 liters? I mean, I am so happy. Uh, but it's more than just about a number. It's about what can I do now? Well, I've got stronger and stronger, and I've been able to do some exercises. Before I came down, I had home health care come in, and they were giving me physical therapy. And my oxygen was, or my lung function was so low that I couldn't exert enough energy to uh, get stronger. I just couldn't do those exercises. So now I'm down here, I'm doing those exercises, and it's like anybody doing exercise. It's kind of tiring at first, but you kind of grow into it and get stronger, and that's where I'm at. So anyway, I got up around today and went visiting, and on the way home, I decided to go across the street and get my mail, and I saw my neighbor out there, and he kind of come out to greet me. And he and I have been friends since we've been coming down here, which is about 9 years. And anyway, he invited me in to sit down for a minute, so we went and sat down and talked. And I noticed he lost a lot of weight, and I said, "Man, you lost a lot of weight. How you been doing?" He says, "Well, I've been doing really good." He says, "I've been for about 2 years now." He says, "I've been taking that stuff he told me about, that alpha-lipoic acid, and he said, it's really made a difference. He said, I'm diabetic. He said, I was taking metformin, and he said, it just made me sick, so I quit using it. And so anyway, he said, then my blood sugar, of course, went up. So he said, I started using this, and he said, now it's down in a normal range, so my blood sugar is a whole lot better, and there's no downside to it at all. So when I talked to him about the taking more water, he was glad to hear that, because he said that he did get a little bit of stomach irritation with it. But anyway, he's lost probably 20, 25 pounds, looks so much better. We all would look better. But as we get older, I wind up getting a tire or a big hump out in the front. And we were in the same size of pants we wore in high school, but we didn't have all that hangover. Well, Harold's got rid of the biggest part of his hangover now. So he looks good now. I spoke to him a couple of days ago, and he said he just turned 80. So that's pretty neat to see Harold getting more spry. He feels better because the weight's coming off. He feels better because the diabetes isn't a problem. And at least it's controlled. And so anyway, he's pretty happy, and I'm just happy to be able to report that I've had success, and so has Harold. And I would highly recommend that you get the Alpha-Lipoic Acid Breakthrough book by Dr. Bert Bergson. It's available on Amazon. It's also, you can get it on the Kindle, or you can get it in print. I have both myself. And I'm not a rep for this company, or I don't really push things. I'm just telling you where I get some of my information. And if you're interested and you have a need that this might help, like with any of your internal organs, with autoimmune disease, or many, many other things, just I'm trying to think of all the different things that it does, but I'll have to do this again, maybe and have a little list, but it's innumerable of things that treats diabetes. It was originally designed to, or found to, treat diabetic neuropathy. As a side effect, they found that it also lowered blood sugar, and they also found that people usually lost weight along with it, which helps with the diabetic condition and insulin resistance. So this is kind of a neat success story. I had kind of told him about it and forgot about it, that I had told him. And so anyway, as we talked today, he said we've been doing it for 2 years, and he said it's just come off slowly each year, and he just keeps getting to feel better and better. So that's great, and I'm getting better. So I hope this will maybe have some value to you, and it will help you. Don't be afraid to get that book. You can maybe get it at the library. I don't know. But anyway, check it out. For now, Steve Crossley, this is my world.